Hello everyone, my name's Adam Vox, and this is my top 5 things that I'm looking forward to in Black Ops 3, at least based on what I know and what I played in the beta. Now, if you're unaware, I played the beta a tiny bit on PC, but primarily on PS4, and I'm picking up the game initially at least on PS4. I have a lot of friends there to play with, and that's been the platform that I've been most comfortable with it on. So here are the top 5 things that I'm looking forward to in it. The new characters and abilities system. This makes the gameplay much more dynamic. You have people with all sorts of different abilities. It's not just going to be the same type of soldiers killing each other over and over. You're going to have, people smashing the ground and people knifing each other, people with bows and arrows and metal shields and all this crap, and it's going to be a blast. And it's going to be a lot less of a focus on kill streaks. So instead of having, missiles raining from the sky 24/7 and attack helicopters and AC-130s and all that jazz, you're going to have actual characters with actual abilities running around and using those abilities, all with their own different counters and things like that. It felt a lot better in the beta, it felt a lot more interesting in the beta, and I'm sure as hell looking forward to playing that in the actual game itself. Number 4. I'm actually planning on playing with friends for once, which is going to be awesome. I haven't put some serious friend gaming time into a Call of Duty game in quite a few years. It's been quite a few Call of Duties since I've gotten to do that. And I have a lot of friends on PS4, like I said, that are going to be playing Call of Duty. And I got to spend quite a bit of time in the beta with friends versus playing solo. I did both. And it was clear, even people who showed up in my stream and then added me on PS4 and we played with. I met quite a few people that way while I was streaming the beta and had a blast by actually playing with them and getting to communicate with them. That was fun for me. That was a lot more fun than running solo. Even though I was still pretty much pub stomping solo, it was a lot more fun to get to play with friends. And that's an obvious thing, but it's not something I've gotten to do a whole heck of a lot. Number 3 is Free Run. It's a new game mode they announced. If you don't know it, look it up, or I'll try to have a link in the description below to it. It's basically like Mirror's Edge, like trick jumping and wall running and all that jazz, but in a speed run skill mode. And while I'm going to be absolutely terrible at it, at least for a little while, and that's what's going to make it fun, is it's going to be, I'm going to run around and try my damnedest to do this, and I'm going to be awful at it, because I'm awful at platformers, and so if it plays anything like that, I'm going to be terrible, but it's going to be fun. Number 2 is the Zombies mode. I've always appreciated zombies and horde modes. I loved the horde mode in Gears of War, I loved Firefight and Halo Reach and Halo 3 ODST, and I liked the zombies mode that I played in World at War. However, I never kept up with the zombie modes in the games. Again, I didn't have friends to play with in the Call of Duty titles, so it was something you really needed to play with friends because it was pretty bad to play with randoms most of the time. And it got this whole huge metagame around it. There's Pack-a-Punch this and all these like crazy weapon and item and like NPCs in the games and all this stuff that I couldn't keep up with. So I'm hoping to have a fresh start here. Again, I actually have friends to play with, and one of the guys I'm going to be playing with, Team Anti-Gaming or Wookie, he seems to be up on the zombies mode, so hopefully he can help show me the ropes as well. Last but not least is something very silly, but something that's very near and dear to my heart. The melee distance. That was amazing in Black Ops 3. Call of Duty has long been a series of what we call lunge knifing, in that you never really had to be all that close to an enemy, to opposing player, to actually knife them and kill them. And in pretty much all Call of Duties, a knife kill, which is your melee, usually clicking in the thumbstick or hitting B depending on your button layout, was an instant kill. It was best if you got behind them or whatever. Well, then Modern Warfare 2 entered a perk called Commando, and the pro version called Commando Pro, which meant you could knife people from like 5 feet away. And that just started a vicious cycle that never really ended in Call of Duty until seemingly in Black Ops 3. Now, during the beta, this was actually quite jarring, as I'm used to knifing people from far away in Call of Duty, and you had to be practically right on top of them. Like, it reminded me of TF2, Team Fortress 2 melee distance, in that you literally had to be hitbox to hitbox with someone in order to melee them, which to me felt good overall, because it meant that I wasn't going to get super surprised or, caught off guard or just way too cheesed and ambushed and feel like I'm being killed by stuff I shouldn't be killed by through a melee. But it was quite jarring and not something I'm used to from a Call of Duty title. So It will be very, very interesting to see, but I am super excited. So Call of Duty Black Ops 3 drops very, very soon. I'm super stoked. I'm playing the hell out of Halo 5, but I'm also extremely excited for Black Ops 3 and Battlefront. So it's going to be a very exciting shooter season if I can keep up with all the games and my workload at the same time. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Be sure to smash the like button if you did. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below with what you're looking forward to in Black Ops 3. And I'll see you in the next video.